Good afternoon, everybody. Game day 3 here in Group B. Hinklavica in southern Poland, and Portugal, on the back of their huge victory yesterday, face Poland, who are looking to go unbeaten in the group stage of this Olympic qualifying tournament. Impressive as Poland were yesterday, it still doesn't guarantee a place in the semi-finals. They are very much in the driving seat, very much in control of their own destiny, but any of the 4 teams still have a mathematical opportunity to qualify for the semi-finals on Friday, where Israel and Estonia will make the short trip from Tallinn in Estonia, where that group has been going on to contest the semi-final games. Here is the schedule for game day 3. Portugal and Poland will kick us off, and the nightcap game with a 9 o'clock tip local time. It really is a nightcap game. Hungary and Bosnia-Herzegovina will draw a close to the group action. There is the table with the perfect record for Poland. Bosnia and Portugal in with the 1-1. Bosnia have the points difference head-to-head at the moment over Portugal. Portugal really have to win this game to have a realistic opportunity to qualify, but it's still not guaranteed. Then we get into calculated time if they do beat Portugal. Poland really only have to lose by, if they do lose this by 8 or less, and they will at least be in the top 2 and qualify for the semi-finals. Portugal, having had a 9-point defeat earlier in this competition by Bosnia, do have to get the win. What a performance though yesterday. They really did have contributions across the whole roster in the impressive win over Hungary. And that sets them up with an opportunity to get to the semi-final. Then you're in one-off knockout games. Mario Gomez has done an excellent job. Yesterday the game plan was really well executed. He's found a real diamond in Rafael Lisboa as he comes off the bench. And again, yesterday he only had 6 points, had 7 assists. Really does contribute to this, the output of this team. Poland scraped the win over Hungary on game day 1, but then really did come up with a great performance. Tremendous numbers across the roster, but some real stud performances from Ponika, Solovsky in particular. Both had 22 points, 62% from the 3-point. Savolowski. Ponika 9 rebounds and 7 assists with his 22 points, and they really did control things against Bosnia, and that was impressive. We'll talk about this clash with Portugal more after the national anthems, and we'll start with the national anthem of Portugal and follow that with the Polish national anthem. Well, late afternoon here in Gliwice, and good crowd have made the trip down here to the arena. Let's get a look at the third team on the floor, the three officials taking charge of this game. Nicholas Masli is the crew chief, Radomir Bojanovic from Montenegro, and Mehmet Karabilishan from Turkey complete the routine. Getting a look at the starting lineups of both teams in a moment, and be surprised if there were any changes to this Polish starting lineup. It's been pretty solid in the way it started every game, and it will be the same starting lineup. And Mateusz Ponika has done an excellent job at leading this team. Sokolovsky yesterday just shut the lights out. That's how good he was yesterday, and he was that good when this team came fourth in Eurobasket, and they looked like a fourth-place Eurobasket team yesterday in an impressive win for Igor Milicic over Bosnia. So a win obviously qualifies them as the group winners to play Estonia in the semi-final on Friday. A loss, and they're into a bit of a calculator situation, but it'd have to come up with a weird set of results for Poland not to make that semi-final. Poland, if they win, give themselves a shot, but they're going to have to win by a reasonable margin, 9 in my calculations, to get them to a points difference that could qualify them. Diogo Brito was excellent yesterday. Williams in the backcourt, Ventura, Kuros, and the big man, who's really unsung really in the way he's performed. Rova has done an excellent job for Mario Gomez, and they understand their roles, which is always difficult on a national team. You don't have all those weeks and weeks of pre-season to establish the way you're going to play. You're going to rely on people's ability to accept and understand roles, and he has done an excellent job with this roster. So let's not worry about the calculators as such until we get the result of this game, because if Poland win, the other thing it does mean is that Hungary will not be able to qualify. Sorry, Portugal win, that means it won't be able to qualify. A Poland win leaves the door open for Hungary, because there would then be the potential for 3 teams to only have 1 win. Portugal have really done an excellent job, relatively undersized, done a great job at controlling the glass. It's not as if one guy steps up and rebounds. They really do rebound as a team. And their ability to stretch the floor and shoot the ball has belies their 54 ranking on the FIBA World Rankings. They've looked a better team than that. And the format of these Olympic qualifiers really does lend itself to teams like Portugal having a shot. And that's all you really need as a team, the opportunity to play. And they've really grasped that with 2 hands. The secondary objective for them, obviously, is their program is on the way back up. And the performances here have enhanced that progress. Balcerovski. Oleg Balcerovski's done a really nice job. Still only 23. I think you forget that when he played in the World Cup in China, only 19 he was then. And still has the majority, injuries and everything else permitting, the majority of his career in front of him. Will be in Panathinaikos for the next 23-24 season. And it'll be an interesting challenge for him, as he will go against some of the best big men playing club basketball in Europe on a week-by-week basis. Well, welcome to Gliwice. It's really staged this qualifying tournament incredibly well. Portugal in the white, Poland in the red, and Ponica will control the basketball. Looks long and broken up. Well, Val was alive to it. Balcerowski likes to go to work in the block, feels a little double team inside, outside. Sobolowski catch, shoot is short. And they're going to have a jump ball. Ball will go back to Poland as Michalak does a really nice job keeping it alive. Poland into the half court. Ventura has it. Just simple block-to-block exchange. Quiros looks to kick. Poor pass, mishandled as well by Ventura. Poland, when they've got into the half court, tried to get Ponica into the block. There he goes, back cuts, little handle. Sobolowski for three in the corner is off. By this stage yesterday, he'd already buried two of his threes. Williams in transition, count those. If you do not pick him up, he is going to shoot the ball. Had 13 points in the first half of the game day one game against Bosnia and Herzegovina. After that, he's been a chased man. Everyone's been in the passing lane, preventing him from getting the basketball, but in transition, you've got to find him. Sobolowski goes inside. Ponica, where he wants to be, going to work inside, needs a pass. Balcerowski has to put the three up, is long. Ponica with the quick rebound, and Poland just outworked. And no one's really been able to say that about Poland. Portugal being outworked. Evskovski gets the two, and he just was more active than anyone else on the floor. Ventura tries to turn the corner, has the mismatch with Balcerowski. They're going to change the angle and spread the floor. Quiros for three is no good. Balcerowski comes down with the defensive rebound. Finally, Sobolowski. Was just so good yesterday. The expectations that he's going to be that good every day. Early three hits nothing apart from the backboard. Michalak. Balcerowski's the trowel. Then they hit the second side coming out of the break. Ponica turns it over and stays down on the sideline. Wide open three in transition is no good. Val gets the rebound. Ponica back in shot now. Ventura penetrates. Has to wrap one out. Nice look. Revlev waits for the flyby, gets the two. Balcerowski shows a little handle. Sobolowski goes inside to him. Nice little give and go, gets the easy two. Williams moves it on. Ventura again breaks the defense down, a little bit of football. They're just looking to exploit the mismatch, but Poland are happy to switch. Balcerowski's long and quick as a big man, so he's not that easy to actually attack. Ponica into the half court. Sobolowski looks to Panika in the post-up. They've tried to use this a lot across this tournament. It's the first chance they've had. The double team comes. He has to kick it out the post. It's a travel. Iskovsky gets chased off the line. There you go. Splits the feet. Ball will go back to Poland. Game a little slow, a little flat at the moment after the game day 2 performance by Poland against Bosnia. I'm sure it's going to be called for the reaching foul right there. So really, considering how well Poland played game day 2, this is very disjointed start to the game for them. They need this 6-5, and to an extent Portugal as well, a little disjointed. Portugal showed the zone on the sideline possession. Ponika looks at his options, down to 8 on the possession. Baltagowski sets the screen on the inside of the zone. Turnover again on Ponika, trying to force the issue. Ventura in transition. Both teams playing a little passively defensively, should we say, and take another look at that Polish defense next time down. It's switched, or it may even be just a standard zone. Sobolowski gets to the foul line and kicks. Michalek puts it on the floor, attacks the closeout, little tough one. Doesn't get the drop, and that's a rebound by Williams. Chance for Portugal to run in transition. Ventura finds Brito, who turns down the 3 in transition, and Portugal get into the half court. Williams will skip it. Brigo penetrates. Extra pass. Ventura wide open, knocks down the 3. That's super ball movement. And as soon as the tempo picks up, Portugal look a better and different team. Ponika drops it to the baseline for the 2 and 1, and Sobolowski's timing was just perfect. Saw the reaction from the defense, just dived into the space. Good timing on the pass for Ponika. And Poland will tie it at 8 apiece with 1 to come. Brito will sit for Portugal. Mass rotations both ways. Igor Milicic steps in. And Sobolowski knocks down the free throw. Pluta's in the game as well. Pluta's grown in confidence from game 1 to game 2. Sobolowski on the runway throws it down. Just leaked out early. Lisboa's in the game for Portugal as well, who's had a superb tournament so far. Comes off the screen, a little passive. Drops it to the high post. With the open 2, doesn't get it to go. And really, and Quira stayed with it. Milicic thought about it, gets it to Ponika. And they've turned it over, and Ponika took a blow to the face, but Poland being a little loose with the basketball, shall we say. That's the 4th turnover. And Ponica has 3 of those. Portugal will weave it. Lisboa will take the ball screen, turns it down, goes a little wider and more passive. Williams, Lisboa steps into the space, in rhythm for 3, is short. Great job on the glass. Super rebound by Wojtso, who keeps it alive the 2nd time. They're going to call him for the personal, but can't fault the offensive effort on the glass. Vlad Wojtso had a nice game yesterday. Really did make a contribution late on. Only 24. Them and Lisboa, the youngest members of this Portuguese national team. Pluter into the half court. Sobolewski. Going to be a whistle away from the boards. Ponica tried to get to the block. Portugal in the penalty. So Ponica misses the first from the free throw line. No mistake with a second. Lisboa would advance the basketball. Relva will hand it off. Williams tries to turn the corner. Gets inside, gets a little bit caught up as Sobolewski chased him. Pluter on the break, goes off the glass for 2 is good. Dave Pluter, as we've said, has that great and also difficult task of following a legend of a father. One of the best Polish players of his generation, Andrzej Pluter, late 90s. Lisboa is fouled as he weaved and dealt. Now Swarovski gets caught. Really did a nice job. Game day 2, Balcerovski staying clean. Only picked up his 3rd foul late in the game. It's so important. They have people who can spell him. They don't really have people who can take a lot of his minutes away. When he's not on the floor, Portugal don't have the same options. So goes up with a soft one, comes up short, Wojtso. And Poland looking to build on the 4-point advantage. Ponica drops it inside. Baseline help comes. They really get a piece of it and break it up again. 6 on the possession. The short 2 is no good for Ponica. Ball's knocked away, but the mess is cleared up by Queiroz. Ventura. Kicks, Lisboa, feet set for 3 is no good. Whoever can't get the rebound, Balcerovski cleans up the mess, and Poland again in transition, but they're not looking to get going early. Pluter floats it to Balcerovski on the inside. Looks for the turnaround. There goes the second move. Has to take the tough one. Can't get it to drop. That's solid defensively. Whistle on the play because I think they're worried about, or quick. Queiroz was concerned. Let's take a look. Oh, you can see why. One of those unfortunate run into someone, really forced their knee out a little bit. Diogo Ventura. Let's hope he's okay. Queiroz will sit, as will Relva. That's not a sign you want to see Ventura being helped from the floor. Crucial for this lineup. If the result goes the way they want it, they will want to have him for later in the competition. Averaging nearly 5 assists a game across the first 2 games. Really does take care of the basketball. Lisboa has really grown into this point guard role. Sar's in the game, had a nice game yesterday. Brito off the glass, doesn't get it to go. Sar's after it, he gets it. It's a scramble, people on the floor. Sar's gonna have it. I think they're gonna have to call that a jump. "11 points in 15 minutes yesterday, Candido Sá, and really summed up the effort the Portuguese put into that game. Really did get contributions across the roster." Sokolowski will hand it off and park in the corner. Oh, beautiful. From Plutar, gets his feet set. The confidence is just, you can see it growing in him as this competition goes on. Leans back on the 3. Brito. Sá has it, thought about it. Turns it down, goes with a dribble. The tough turnaround is no good. Defensive rebound pulled in by Milicic. And Poland again turned down the opportunity to get into transition. We'll get into the half court. Sokolowski trying to hold for the last shot of the first quarter. Has it knocked away. Lisboa's got time. Ball's knocked away, and no one comes up with anything in the last 2 possessions as we make it to the end of the first quarter, and Poland trying to control this game. That's the best way to describe it. They lead it 17-10 against a Portuguese team that is just a step off the tempo they need to be. Statistically, the numbers for Portugal nowhere near where they've been. 25 and 22% from the floor, 60% from 2 for Poland. You can see them throwing it to the gut of that Portuguese defense for the rest of the game. Well, let's take a look at the best place of that first quarter. A quarter where I think, you've got to say, people were trying to fill themselves out. Portugal were a little flat. Even when they, the 10 points that they scored, it wasn't really the way they've been moving the basketball, creating the open look, getting separation in the first 2 games. And that's, you've got to credit the Polish defense, obviously. The Polish defense showing a lot of zone throughout that first period and just living in passing lanes. Plutar was one of the great stories for Poland in that first quarter. That was the 2 in transition. He later made the 3 that you're now getting a look at. And as he's played more minutes and got more into this competition, he really has fulfilled a lot of the potential people have talked about. If you want to find out more about all these competitions going on at the moment, the Courtside 1891 app, download that from your normal source. Live streams, highlights, stories, it's all there. And with the World Cup around the corner, that's the place you can find out all the information you'll need to know. Start of the second quarter here then in Gliwice. Portugal will have the first possession, down 7, with Ventura looking as though he may struggle to return. Brito off the screen, gets his feet set, knocks down the 3. And a really super game yesterday after a disappointing game day 1. Whistle before the shot was put up. ever-present drummers. They've done a great job at creating some atmosphere when the Polish team has been on the floor. Good number of fans in the gym, late afternoon on a Monday. Sorry, on a Wednesday. Get my days the right way around. Open three, feet set, is no good. John Nizarovic off the bench, had a really nice game day one. Didn't play a lot in game day two, but gets his feet set, confident, put the shot up. Saar on a pick and pop, attacks the middle. Defense by Pluta, control it. Saar is traveled. So, on delay, Pluta. Getting it done at both ends of the floor. Pluta will take the stagger. Great read, feet set. Milicic just buries it, Super read off the bottom of the stagger. Defense just stepped off him, he came hard back to it. Lisboa. Voitso tries to answer the three with the three, doesn't get it to go. Chance to make this a double-digit advantage for Poland. Early in this second quarter, Portugal will not want to dig a hole. Ponica turns the corner on the screen, needs a pass. Pluta lifts. Nice seal, nice hold, great execution. Foul called on the play. Petlinski got really deep on the roll. Finds himself at the top of the charge circle, really creates the space. Draws the foul. Brito will sit. Portugal will take the timeout. Interesting to see the tone of Coach Gomez's timeout here because his team are flat. Tempo is not where it needs to be. They need a win. And they need another positive performance. Let's take a listen. Well, you heard from Coach the passion, intensity of the timeout. He's not happy with. It's just not the same Portuguese team that's been here for two games. Tempo and effort is just flat, and they've got to find a way to pick that up. Go look at the experienced guys on the team to build a little bit more intensity from the roster. It's got to start at the defensive end. Ponica on the end line. Well, they broke it up. Gonna have to go long. They turn it over. Well, they got the first pipe now. Portugal gets the first foul of the play, and Williams will go to the free throw line. So Coach gets the defensive effort he needs. Williams is aggressive going the other way. Pluta never had position. Takes one for the team. Williams will have to go to the free throw line. Chance to cut this to a 5-point game. 8:10 to go in the second quarter. Williams misses the first. but makes the second. Four points personal, Trevont Williams. Pluto again, nice penetration. Lazovic going up inside, stays with the play, scraps it on the floor, 5 on the possession, gonna have to put this up. Pluto does his long, super rebound. Great composure, but they blow the little gimme. Milicic was all over the offensive boards. And Portugal dodged the bullet, and Williams will advance the basketball. Gets it off Saar, who will flare. Lisboa late on the clock, gonna have to put this up. Gets his feet set. Everybody was passive defensively. Offensive rebound is pulled in by Voitso. Williams in the block. There's a whistle. Quiros is back in, which is always a good story for Portugal. Delgado getting a little teaching, should we say. Should just about beat the 5 count. Williams has it, turns down the ball screen, needs a pass. Didn't find one. So static by Portugal. Tried to really find the eye of the needle with Quiros, but no one else moved. Ponica will advance the basketball. Still, you can feel Portugal in control at the moment. 6 up with the ball. Great thing for Portugal at the moment is that Poland themselves are a little flat. 20 points in the first 14 minutes. Make that 23 points in the first 14 minutes. And when they really need, when everyone dries up, Michalak will always step up. Knocks down the 3. Dangerous time here for Portugal's down 7, deep catch. Needs the pass, turns it over. And this Portuguese defense is literally, they'll guard the ball, but apart from guarding the ball, they're just not giving any space inside. Portugal bring in Gamelo as they just check out. The Portuguese just will want to Janozevic check him out. Quiros, there's the violation, completely not aware of the scenario at all. That pretty much sums up Portugal in the first half of this game. It's just been a step off it. Ponica gets it into the half court. Will get the back off the handoff. Takes Baltarowski's ball screen. Fills the double team. And gets a nice pass. Great read. Attack the closeout. And Poland end up with another positive outcome of the foul. Ponica moves it on. Just in the corner for 3 is no good. Buetso comes down with a defensive rebound. And Gamero will lead it into the half court. They just don't look as effective in the half court as they do when they move the ball. It's not so much they're in the half court, it's the tempo. Gamero, 6 on the possession. Haven't really gone anywhere yet. Nice cut. Queiroz to the inside, draws a little contact with 0.9 on the possession. Milicic will sit. Ziskowski will check back in. Oh, nice pass. Queiroz, beautiful read. Nice lead pass, made the 2 easy. Ziskowski moves it on. It's going to stay with Poland as Michalek thought about putting it on the floor, came off the foot of Williams. There you go. Well, as we said, there are people on this team who know when to step up. Michalek, who had a quiet 5-point game yesterday, didn't need to score. Other people are struggling, so what does he do? He'll take the responsibility. 25-16, and Poland, you still feel they're just controlling this one. Gamero goes to the corner, whistle on the play, that's offensive. Michalek will inbound. They go along Ponika. Just smart. Let's just say smart. Guarded by Williams in the half court. Still under control. Still leading this Polish team on the floor. Down the lane. Little floater for 2. And Balcerowski cleans up the mess and throws it down. So far side of the ring, can't make the tough one. That's a great effort on the glass to no avail by Montero. Just couldn't control it. Really did work to get there. And Portugal are going to take the timeout. They're in a dangerous spot here. In fact, no, Poland will take the timeout. Coach Milicic wants to really force home the advantage. Let's take a listen.
Otwierasz mi się szeroko tutaj na horn down. Podanie, idziesz tu na handoff czwórką i nie będzie tego przekazu. Zizu, zbiegaj mi stąd najkrótszą drogą do cornera, bo będzie hardco, jeśli zagramy tak, może być hardco, żebyśmy się Soku, żebyśmy się odłożył tutaj do tej piłki i jak oni, jak Olek ścina, żeby Michał wyszedł drogą. Okej? Też się otwórz na ten, jak Mateusz jest podwojony, żeby się otworzył na trzeci pas. Spokojny horn down. Okej, skoro najpierw dobrą obronę teraz utrzymajmy. Dawaj.
Well, all of these highlights are just about smart heads-up play by Poland. Taking what's there, and they're just not the same Portuguese team that we've seen for the first 2 days. Obviously, Poland are, at the moment, look like the best team in this group, so this is always going to be their toughest matchup. Ponica looks deep. Bicolac again on the lift, needs a pass, turns it over. That's better from Portugal coming out the timeout. Williams has it, he pushes. Lisboa. Williams in rhythm, puts up the three and hits nothing. But you can see Gomez on the bench still liking the fact that that was a much better tempo coming down the floor. One of his best shooters just didn't function in terms of making the shot. Mario Gomez is in that place where he's, what do I do? Where do I go? What lineup? Who can turn this around? Kalak, baseline, tries to reverse it, throws up a poor one. Chance going the other way. Is this their opportunity to get sparked here? And Gamero, oh, could that be the thing that gets this Portuguese team on the roll? Gamero in transition, pulls up, strokes it, pulls that trigger. Nothing but string. Ponica into the half court. Whistle away from the ball. Portugal are in the penalty, so Balthrowski will go to the free throw line. Jakob Nizol will check in. Nizol's only seen 5 minutes of floor time. Livakovic forward. Oshkoshi misses the first chance to make this a 9-point game, which he does. Guerrero checks back in. This Portuguese team have been averaging 80 points across their first 2 games. Currently with 2:52 to go in the second. Are struggling on 19. They just cannot get it going offensively. And now they're getting outworked. Poland in transition need to recycle, just about hang on. Ponica saves it. Savlowski holds spot, gets into the block. Ostrowski on the inside needs a pass. They turn down the three in a weak, touchy foul. And Giros on the closeout here forces it baseline. You think, oh, you don't need to reach now. Where was Nizol going into a real no area that should worry Portugal. Nizol now is an area that will worry him. Chance to make this a double-digit lead, which he does. And Portugal have to dig in here. 2:25 remains in this first half. They need to go in single digits. If Poland let this really grow this lead in the last couple of minutes, it's going to be a very, very tough ask for Portugal to come back. They can't dig a hole here. Down 11 with the basketball. 2:25 to go in the half. Gamelo. Into the lane, far side of the ring, takes a tough one off the glass, gets it to drop, and he's doing all he can to just get this Portuguese offense on the move. Ponica in control. Sorowski tries to come off the screen, they hard show. You have to get back, takes the tough step back, is long. It's a better rebound by Quiros. Chance for Portugal to go back-to-back hoops. First time in a long time they would have done that. Quiros goes back to Granello. who comes off the ball screen, looks inside, no option. Steps back for the three, is way short. One and a half minutes remain in this first half. A first half that you've got to say Poland have controlled, but we've not dominated. Portugal have been poor. Poland could have been much further away. Skalski doesn't get the ref's whistle or the point. Skip pass. Gamero, who could have not shot the three, decided to put it on the floor, draws the contact. Poland still not in the penalty. They are now. Next foul will be froze, but only 1:15 remains in this first half. Kiros down the lane for the layup, blows it. Great work on the offensive glass. His block, Balthrowski just owns the keyway. Guerrero couldn't get it away. Nice pass and one. Jaskovski runs a great lane. That doesn't take it away, gets the two. We'll go to the free throw line for the extra. Chance to make this a 12-point lead with 1:01 to go in the half. And the hole gets a little bit deeper for Portugal. Kiros picks and pops. They leave him alone for the three. He says, thank you very much. Drops the three. Gets it back to 9. A stop and a score. And Portugal would have some positivity going in to the halftime break. They turn it over. Gamero gives it up. Well, Guerrero stays with it. Got to just finish the play. Goes up. Doesn't get it to go. And all the hard work counts for nothing. But then Poland throw it out of bounds, and Ponika looks back in despair at his teammate. Gorsell thought he was leading him down the floor. And after missing the little two-footer, Portugal have another chance to go into the halftime locker room, only trailing by 7 or 6 if they make the three. And it was looking a lot worse than that a couple of minutes ago. 2-second differential to the corner, the extra pass. Lisboa just throws it to Ponika. You don't want to give it to Ponika because he'll do that. And Sobolowski does what he does, gets out on the break, finishes the play, and reestablishes the double-digit lead. And it just sums up where this Portuguese team has been the whole of this first half. A chance to cut it to 7. They turn it over, and they go in at halftime on the wrong end of a 35-24 scoreline. Poland haven't been great. They've been solid. They've shot 56 and 30%. But when you're shooting 25 and 29% the other way, you're not going to score many points, and they haven't. Rebound numbers pretty similar. More assists, obviously, with Poland. They've just been sharper and moved the ball that much better. Kouros leads Portugal scorers with 7, and no disrespect to Kouros, but other players have got to score for this team. 7 is a good number for him in terms of his role, but it's just not the Portuguese team that's been here for the last 2 games. Here are the best plays of that second quarter, and it started with Brito with his feet set, just stroking it. But Milicic came off the bench. Poland was still moving the ball nicely. They got a lot of open looks, and Balthrowski owned the middle. Coach Gomez in his 2 timeouts and at the quarter break, you could feel him trying to build the passion or the intensity within the Portuguese team, and it's not been there yet. Still plenty of time left in the game. Gamero came in. Ventura was injured, and Gamero's getting extended minutes because of that injury. Made the three, then got to the hoop and tried to spark this Portuguese lineup. And he's succeeded, but then they just couldn't finish around the ring. First, Guerrero couldn't. And then in the latter stages of that quarter, Queiroz had the opportunity, but the miss from 2 feet gave Poland a chance to break. We'll take a break, and we'll see you for the second half. Can Portugal turn this around?
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Welcome back to Gliwice. Poland back out on the floor in a very comfortable place in all sorts of ways. They've not really had to reach the same super level they got to against Bosnia. They've been in control of the game right from the opening tip. Coach Milicic has got every player onto the floor in that first half. So worries for Portugal because Ventura went off with which looked like at least serious enough to keep him off the floor for the game. So worries for them. Sobolowski again, he's having a game where he leads statistically. Really has looked like the player of old in the last 2 games. 9 points, 2 assists and a rebound in that first half. Coach Milicic will have one eye on a semi-final game on Friday now. Obviously, if he looks like he can control this game, because as a 3-0 record, he'll go through as the group winner and face Estonia on Friday. Portugal's dilemma is a tough one because as we get the look at the stats, Kouros has 7 points. Wojtso with the 6 rebounds, Brito with just the 1 assist. Even though they could potentially tie with a 1-2 record if Hungary win the last game, the points difference is really going to work against them. They can't do any better than a -1 over the games, which will make it impossible for them to be in second place. So winning this was their only real route. There's Karol Sobolowski's numbers, 9 points, 2 assists. And started the game with a couple of misses, but when you have the game you had 2 days ago, your confidence is going to be very, very high. So if it stays like this with Poland getting the 3-0 record, it'll be just down to can Hungary cause what would be an upset and win by 9 or more. And a 9 or more win for them would give them the second place. Anything other than that, Bosnia would find themselves in second place and facing Israel, who won the group in Estonia. Those games will be on Friday. Check the website, or if you've downloaded the Courtside app, it'll be on there in terms of schedules. The moment we just don't have, I don't have to hand anyway, the tip times of those semi-finals. If I do have those before the end of the second game, I'll make sure I let you know. But as I say, you can check those out on the tournament website, or as we say, pushing the Courtside app is the place you can find out all the information you'll need. So download that. You'll see the QR code on a number of occasions during this second half. So just get close to the action. So 35-24 at the half. It's been a controlled, impressive performance by Poland without them really having to get into top gear. They look like the 14th ranked team on the FIBA World Rankings, playing the 54th team on the FIBA World Rankings. But Portugal have upset those rankings and did it against Hungary. So forget the fact that they may realize that unless they win this, they'll have no realistic chance of qualifying. When it comes down to it, this is a national team game. And the way they've played, they do not want to finish this tournament on a down. So I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Gomez had reminded them that in that locker room and we'll see a Portuguese team that comes out with the same type of tempo that they put on the floor in the previous 2 games in this tournament. There is the courtside 1891 app. There's the QR code for it. Download the app by your normal mechanism. Live games, schedules, stories, all sorts of things you'd want to download that app for. And as I say, especially with the World Cup around the corner, everything you need to follow that will be on courtside. Miguel Queiroz captains this team. You know, he would have had his say in that locker room. So will they come out with Lisboa at the point? Pretty much tells you that Ventura will take no further part. Another opportunity for Rafael Lisboa to enhance his reputation and really cement his role within this national team. Here we go then. Start of the 3rd quarter. Poland will have the possession, and they'll look to control this game and get ready for a semi-final. One of the early steps on the route to the Paris Olympic Games. Balcerovski on the pick and pop. Ponica will go to the block. They turn him down this time, though. They've gone away from Balcerovski. Handles it. Little second move is blocked. Chance to run the other way. Williams in transition off the glass for 2. Can't get it to drop, and Balcerovski cleans up the mess. Got to take those opportunities. Brova did a nice job defensively. Skalski with the missed 3. Ponica is short with that 3. But again, another look for Poland. Ponica comes off the ball screen. Balcerovski picks and pops. He'll have a go from the 3-point line. He's long. And yet another rebound. Sobolewski for 3 is no good. That's 5 attempts from the 3-point line. 0 made, and they're still going to give up possession with the foul on the rebound. Ponica does a great job at selling the foul. Four missed 3s, and then they've given up a foul on the glass. At some point, Portugal will find a way to get themselves going. They just need a run to build into the game. Down 11. Ponica goes to the long side. Michalek with the 3 is no good. Whistle on the play, and the referee is going to make sure that that's the last consecutive shot that Poland will get. This just would not have happened yesterday. As a team, they were just so intense on the glass. They just would not quit. At both ends on the glass. Williams tries to through the screen. Now he gets some space, puts it on the floor to the foul line. Second move, takes the tough one, gets blocked. Ponica and Michalek just control him. Rebler for the 3, way outside, and gets it to drop. Brito with the 3. Brito cuts it to an 8-point game. Williams trying to inspire, trying to lead from the floor. Has to start at the defensive end. Ponica, Balcerovski rolls deep, doesn't get it. Kilak for 3 is good. The 20% from the three-point line is not really reflective of the way Poland shoot the basketball. They've just gone 0 for 4 in one phase. The possession before. Michalak addresses some of that with the made three. Brito outside, moves it on. Lisboa's got to start controlling this Portuguese offense. Looks inside, got to put it up. No time on the clock, gets it to go. Was always going to be able to get separation on Balcerowski and knocks it down. Leans back, gets it to go. Back-to-back three, so Portugal, if that's not going to get him going, don't know what is. Ponica on the drive, wraps it. Foul on the players, Lisboa on the reach, fouls Sokolovski. Making him put it on the floor, great. Letting him go down the middle, not so good, but then you don't need the reaching foul if your teammates are helping. Poland with a 14-second reset. Balcerowski again shows a handle to the ring and is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Balcerowski finds himself on the free throw line. Looked really comfortable going left. Will be disappointed he's not shooting the extra. Re-establishes the double-digit lead. Gets it to 40 to 30. 7:13 to go in the third. 7 points personal for Balcerowski. Doing a little bit of everything tonight. That's a super job. Queiroz just established position as he tried to screen for Williams to pop. And Lisboa saw it. There's no way Michalak can handle him in the block. Too big, too everything. It's better from Portugal. Brito. Ponica in the familiar I didn't foul him pose. Does a great job of getting over the top here. He will say, well, I had position and was entitled to the space, and to be fair, I think he has a point. Queiroz picks up the technical foul. I can only assume he was unhappy with the Ponica foul, but the foul had been called against Ponica. So I'm not really sure what Queiroz was unhappy about. 14-second reset. Portugal already in the penalty. And there's 7 minutes pretty much remaining of this third quarter. Brito tries to turn the corner, backs it out. Nice lift by Williams, gets the ball away for the three-point line, and they chase him again hard. He has to go that extra step off the line to get enough separation. Ponica needs one, finds one. Sokolovski goes inside. Balcerowski almost had it turned over. Super little bounce pass. Ponica gets it away. Can't get it to go. There's the stop. Portugal have got to do this possession by possession now. Lisboa outside. Will try and find Williams. Does so. Queiroz on the inside. Sees the help. It's not one-on-one. He's going to have to make the pass, but there's no one open. Everyone stands still. Queiroz on the penetration. Still has no one to pass to. And like everybody in a white shirt stood still. Ponica in transition, exploring. Balcerowski into traffic, foul on the play. Balcerowski got the ball to Ponica, but he literally had 3 people trying to guard that cut. And Sokolovsky wide open on the perimeter, licking his lips, waiting for the pass that didn't come. Ponica's on the free throw line. I like the fact that Coach Milicic include extended time as this tournament has gone on. He's just about to come in for Poland, looking more and more comfortable. It is an area where Poland really do need more depth. AJ Slaughter was just tremendous for them at Eurobasket. Rika comes up empty from the free throw line. Still only 11 points. Just need a run. It's going to be a holding foul on Michalak. Lisboa outside, looks at his options. They got Williams coming off a stagger. They go the other way. Brito attacks it. Lisboa steps in, finds Williams. Much better ball movement. And Williams will be disappointed, as you can see. It's great execution by Portugal to draw the defense and then find Williams wide open. Wiskowski picks up the personal. And Poland in the penalty. So the last 5, halfway through this third quarter, so this quarter could take some time. Keros needs to keep this little momentum that's starting to build for Portugal going. Going to get it again. Lane violation. Gets it back to single digits. It's such a psychological barrier. 9-point game. Portugal trying to work their way back in here. Only been to the free throw line 4 times on the game. Yaroslav Wiskowski has got that 10-foot, half-an-inch three-pointer, just line drives it, makes it drop. 8 points personal. There's Boa. Little space to play here. Gets it back on a little give and go. Brito throws to the corner. Williams, they got to put it up. Quarter 3 second, and again, that's the other reason they have to put it up. Williams catches it and he's open. His teammates are expecting him to shoot the ball, so they're staying in there and getting position. Got to credit the chase on the defense. Chance here for Portugal in transition. Got to get something easy, something to get excited about. Nice pass, but they throw it away. Just couldn't handle it, Relva. Wiskowski with a little push shot for 3. And Poland run it straight back down the throat of that Portuguese defense. Fast break points, 11 now for Poland. It's not been their best stat across the previous 2 games, but they're getting a chance to get out and run today. Williams is held as he tried to curl. Doing a much better job at finding Williams. Williams on the free throw line. Izol checks back in for Poland. As I say, Coach Milicic is going to have just half an eye on his semi-final game on Friday. Just have to take every opportunity that comes their way. Sokolovsky gets it back to Pluta. Gets to the ring for 2, super move. Well, Pluta at 23 for Poland and Rafael Lisboa at 24. Will be around the national team for a long time to come for their respective countries. Kiros trying to go over Balcerowski. Gamero, sorry, Lisboa. Didn't think about it that time. I think they've said he towed the line. Nope, giving it as a 3. Closes it to a 12-point game. Sokolovsky has it outside. Balcerowski is fouled with 5 on the shot clock and will go to the free throw line. Just play defense here. There's only make a tough one. Don't get your hands caught in the cookie jar. Balcerowski shooting above 80% on this tournament. Shot 69% on last season from the free throw line when he was in the ACB. As we said earlier on, off to the A1 league in Greece. Still only 23. It's skilled as a big man. Lisboa looks at his options. Kiros. Well, the pass was there, the execution was not, as Voitso cut the baseline. Nothing's over until it's over, but they've just got to get this to single digits before the end of this quarter. I just don't see them coming back from 14, 16 down. There's no energy there defensively. That's a backcourt. That'll give them an opportunity to eat into this 14-point lead. They've just got to execute. Poland are in the stage now of running their bench. And whatever you say, if they can get this to a manageable number, it's very difficult. If Portugal get some momentum going, Poland can't just turn it off and turn it on. Lisboa has it. Voitso, feet set quickly for 3, it's good. Well, no one helped. They had to chase. And they chased low on the screen. He did a nice job at lifting. Balcerowski again shows a little handle. Has it knocked away this time, though. 5 on the possession. Skowski tries to float one, doesn't get it to go. Chance for Portugal to make this a single-digit score. Brito goes up, is fouled, will go to the free throw line. Chance to get this into single digits. Makes the first. 1:45. Even though there's nearly 12 minutes still left in the game, this 1:45 is crucial for momentum for Portugal. Gosel cleans up the mess. And Poland up 10 with the basketball. 1:35 to go in the third. Skowski moves it on. Pluto will take the ball screen. Skowski, quick catch, little floater, strange looking shot. Portugal come down with it. Montero is fouled. They're going to wipe it off and say it was on the floor, but it will go to the free throw line as both teams are in the penalty. Early offense off of their good defense. Gosel with a poor reach from behind. Montero in these moments has to make both. Keep the momentum, dragging this team back into the game. Ricardo Montero doesn't get the roll on the first. And the beat goes on. Gets the roll on the second. Back to 9. Another defensive stop here. Exactly what they need. Pluta into the half court, looks down low. Why wouldn't you go to Ponica? The inside-outside is no good. Defensive rebound is corralled in. Queiroz has it. Lisboa. Chance for 2 more shots here, 2 more possessions at least for Portugal. Brito, they're going to call that offensive, and Queiroz is going to wave his finger, but like, referees are pretty consistent on saying he's late. He wasn't late, stupidly late, but he was late, and officials are calling that and trying to clean the screen and the screen situations up. Wide open, Milicic for the 3 is good. And the offensive foul just kills the momentum. Not only did they miss the chance to score, but then they give up a 3, and it was going from 9, now it's back to 12. And they just need a score here just to get it back to 10 or 9. And if they need it, it would be good if they could get it. Lisboa penetrates and kicks. Wide open, Brito for 3. Doesn't get it to go. And there's 1.9 left on the quarter. Milicic apologizes. Queiroz, who's already got the 1 tech, does not need another one. And that'll do it for the end of the third. Well, Portugal hung around. They had a chance, and still do have the chance, but they had a chance to keep it in single digits. Didn't close out that third quarter well, and they trail 53-41 at the end of 3. Gonna get a look at the best plays of the third quarter. Here they are. Well, Brito stroked that three, and you go, yep, we're good. We're out the locker room. We're trying to get back in this, but then going the other way. When Poland need people, they've got Mikulak, Ponitka. They'll step up, take good options. Can't let them catch the ball, sight the basket before you arrive. Iskowski, who started every game so far in this competition, quick 5 points that again sat on any momentum that Portugal were trying to develop. And Pluta continued to impress. 7 points personal for Pluta with 5 assists. Coach is going to like that. As we said during the game, they need some depth in the point, at the point, and he could provide that. There's another opportunity about courtside 1891 QR code. Get it, get on to that application. All the information you will need is accessible via that. Start of the fourth quarter there. Portugal with the basketball. Down 12, but are still hanging around. They need one quarter here. Lisboa for three is good. Super job off the pass. Gamero with his feet set. Just stroked the three. Stops and scores every possession. Work their way back into this. Gosel. Was there a second touch? No. Candido Sa. And the officials do what they should do, work as a group. Get the call the right way around, I believe. There's the pass. Yep. 3 pairs of eyes. All concur. I think they might challenge it. Let's yep. Looks like Poland have challenged it. There's only 5 seconds on the shot clock too. Wasn't totally clear that Milicic had actually deflected it when you saw the replay. The only one replay we've seen, but that's what they're looking at right now. Coach's challenge. There's the pass. Candido, and it looks like it just went off the finger of Milicic. And Milicic could have saved his father on that one. He knows he touched it. He should know he touched it. Let's take a look. That one's not as conclusive. Well, doesn't look like there was a second touch at that one. Well, referees will stay with their decision. Opportunity here for Portugal to build some momentum. Could make this a 7-point game or a 6-point game. Candido Sa gets it back to Gamero. Brito, nice curl, goes inside for the 2 and 1. This is a little bit more like Portugal in the first 2 days. Brito's penetration, curled beautifully off the screen, gets to the lane. And Delgado with the finish. There's no Balcerowski to contest it, but he can't complete the and 1. But his team is now down 7 with some momentum. Wow. Well, we talked about growing in confidence. We talked about growing into the role. His team is under pressure. He didn't even second guess that at all. Penetration, left hand off the glass is no good. Loose ball foul. Delgado, as frustrated as he can be. Andrzej Pluta. Remind you again, his father was one of the legends of Polish basketball in the late 90s and the early 2000s. Same name. Pluta at Gdynia and growing into this role. He's had a super 3 games so far. And with the international calendar the way it is, the 2 things here, we mentioned this before. Obviously, the first objective is to try to win the group, try to get to the Olympic qualifier. But if your national team doesn't play in this, it won't play until February. That's a long time. Unless you're in the World Cup. Ponica, a little... It'll be called a block, but it's a sort of tripping foul. Got to get a stop here. Got to try and make a statement that you're in the game, Portugal. Poland trying to control this game. 2 or 3 stops from Portugal and scorers will challenge that control. Ponica, nice pass. Ball's knocked away and will go back to Portugal. Chance again to eat into the advantage. 8 minutes, 10 down. Mircic, good help by Delgado. Generated the turnover. Gamero. Gamero gets it back. There you go, Williams to the block. Gamero stops, pops. I know why they're asking. They believe that the ball was still above the ring. One of the 3 or 4, well, they've got coach's challenge on it, I think. As in, if it was above the ring, you can't play it on its way down. I don't know what they're challenging though, that's the issue. I don't think they can challenge that, in fact. Wow. Interesting interpretation on this. As you can see, ball's on its downward flight above the ring. I really don't know how that's interpreted. Balcerowski from the 3-point line is way off. They're going to call the foul on Gamero, and Balcerowski will go to the free throw line. Messy minute. That's how you describe the last minute here. And again, fouling the three-point shooter. So Balcerowski's in a nice rhythm on the free throw line. Not helping themselves right now, Portugal. Have a chance here. The way the game is feeling, they have a chance. They can get stops in the way they have. They just need to get good options down the far end. Need to move the basketball like they did when they got it back to 9, but not foul Balcerowski. Not take an early three. That's not really what they're looking for. Balcerowski misses the last. Saar will hand it off. Gamero. Bledsoe. Much more active. Williams. Needs a pass. Finds one. Gamero for the three-point line. Fills it up. Had a super game so far from the three-point line. Nine-point game. Still an eternity to go. 6:50. Buda kicks it. Ponica. Deep on the clock. It's only 4 seconds. Ponica's going to have to put this up. Gets it off. Pluta for three. Oh. Veteran play by Ponica, but how much confidence has he shown in Pluta with that pass? Could have gone up. Could have decided to take it. But Pluta with his feet set after he made the last one. Williams off the glass is fouled on the floor. The decision to give Pluta the basketball is as big a deal as in making the shot. Matulas Ponica leads this team in so many different ways. Great decision, and Pluta just knocked down the three. Back-to-back threes for Andreas Pluta. Gamero trying an option. No one's moving again. They stand. Saar, feet set for three. Doesn't get it to go. And Ponica will begin to control tempo. Time and possession for Poland. 61-49. Balcerowski gets in deep. And one with Balcerowski. Dances his way to the baseline, comes out the other side, and will go to the free throw line. Well, there's the foul. The hand on the back is a bit of a giveaway. So with the foul ball, Balcerowski finds himself back on the free throw line. Can't complete the three-point play again. Still time for Portugal. They just need to just get that tempo where it was for 2 days. The ball didn't stick like it's sticking. The open three, Gamero for three is good. Bledsoe with his feet set. They're finding combinations here that can work, can get them back in the game. Ponica, 6 on the possession. Ponica, feet set for three is good. Miličić with the assist. Nice, fine, great lift. Spacing was tremendous as the help got sucked in. His ball for three is no good. Ponica in transition. All the way for two. Timeout, Portugal. The last throw of the dice, perhaps. Mariusz Ponica leads his national team. And the lead just grows to 16, 68 to 52. Timeout, Portugal.
They cross half court, we play solid defense here. All right. 'Igor, dopiero jak Garbi zobaczy, że idzie na tą stronę, dopiero wtedy idziesz. Czekaj, żeby miało dwie strony. Dajcie mi teraz pokazać.
I think the last throw of the dice for Portugal right now. Got to come out of the timeout, get what they want. They'll have to extend the defense. Nice pass, and one. Can't get it to drop though. Much better execution. Delgado catches it deep, waits for the first flyby, and then gets a little contact. Steps to the line, has to make both. Balcerowski picks up his third. Has to make the throws, and then see, as Coach Gomez was talking about in the timeout, if they can put the pressure up on the basketball, if they can generate turnover, there's still time. Makes both. Well, they show a little three-quarter pressure. No trap, just looks like straight man. But they've generated the turnover. It's going to be a back court. First success, they score, they get the turnover, a chance again to eat into the margin. Pluta needs to come and collect the basketball. If he's going to have this role, he's got to take responsibility. Williams will inbound. Sarr in the block, tries to go to work, steps through for two, doesn't get the drop. The intent was good, the decision was okay. Got to finish the play though. Pluta comes off the stagger. Balcerowski for three. Wow. The game's not over yet. Lisboa gets it into Williams. Lisboa penetrates, gets to the foul line and kicks. The three is short. So Balcerowski will sit. He's replaced by Mikhail Vitlinski. Still 3:40 to go. Stops and scores. Just about enough time if Portugal can just do that. Nice pass. Wislinski is blocked. 11 on the possession. End-line ball for Poland. Saar comes late, but has the ability to block from behind. Pluta. 5 on the possession. Gives it up. The 3 is way off. Saar with a defensive, Delgado with a defensive rebound. Williams has got to go a little quick. Handles it, needs a pass. Saar just about hangs on. Whistle on the play. Portugal won't mind if they get back in this game from the free throw line. Wislinski charged with the personal. Poland just, that's their 4th team foul. Saar off the screen, doesn't get. There's Bar. Needs a pass. Just about gets it off. 5 on the possession. Wojtso goes up with a prayer. He's not answered. Poland come down with it, and in the hands of Pluta. Turns it over. And Wojtso's going to want the unsportsmanlike here. Won't be surprised if they don't review this. Don't see how you can go with the right arm and go across the body. They're going to have, they should surely review it. Right arm across the body. In that situation, yeah, they're going to have to look at it. Big call. See, if this is unsportsmanlike, they make the 2. Could be a 5-point turnaround. All of a sudden, it's into single digits. There's still. I think 3 years ago that was almost certainly called unsportsmanlike. Everyone on the floor in a white shirt thinks it's unsportsmanlike. This will be the angle to tell you. Wojtso is gone. I just can't see how you can go with that arm across the body. It's I thought the interpretations had really stopped people making unrealistic attempts to get the basketball. If they're going to soften that, it'll be interesting to see. Just a 2-shot foul for the team penalty. Two from 2 from the line, exactly what they needed. 12-point game, 2:51 remains. Pluta looks to handle and control. Poland is just going to try and use time with possession here. Already down to 7 on the possession. Pluta wraps it to the corner. 0 for 3 is good. That 3 almost certainly puts a just too much now for Portugal to come back. But while there's time, there's always an option. 15-point game, 2:20 to go. Let's take a listen.
We switch. Don't double team with the guy facing the basket.
Yo, bro, we're down fucking 15 points. Your way didn't fucking work already. What the fuck are you talking about? God damn, we're trying to do something. We're fighting. We're giving us our shit. God damn.
Man. Block.
Bro, if Gonzalo doesn't go to the middle, if he doesn't take that and he goes out, the guy, he doesn't shoot the ball like that. Scouting says he doesn't shoot the ball like that.
Can you listen to me? The clock is finished. It's 2 seconds to shot the clock.
So if Delgado goes out of...
Right, just switch.
We're trying to make something happen.
I
We're down
know.
15 points.
I know.
We are trying. We're giving our best.
Man,
we are trying.
Man.
Fuck, man. No, you put this shit on us like negative energy all the time, bro. We're trying to play.
That's bullshit.
No, ask somebody. Ask somebody.
Well, the frustration in the Portuguese timeout. If you picked up some language that you're unhappy with, apologies for that. But it's been a great 3 days for this Portuguese national team, and they're really frustrated right now. Williams on the free throw line. We'll make this a 13-point game, 2:20 to go. Williams line violation. Went over the free throw line too early. He can't leave before the ball has hit the ring. Pluta comes off the high screen. Nice pass. Oh, super finish. Milicic with a throwdown for 2. Delgado trying to go to work inside. Goes with a little turnaround off the glass. Gets his own rebound. Whistle on the play. He'll go to the free throw line. What you hope the Portuguese team, Portugal doesn't do now, is just undo all the positives they've achieved in the last 3 games. 54th ranked team on the FIBA rankings. Program moving in the right direction. Great win over Hungary. Super performance against Bosnia. It's been flat today. But Ventura, one of the key guys for them in the backcourt, he's obviously missed a chunk of this game, leaving in the first half. 1:50 to go. 14-point game. And Pluta now has to learn how to run and manage the game at this time. Doesn't need to get double teamed or pick it up. Moves it to the open man. Poor pass. Portugal going the other way. The early long 2 is good. As Boa gets it to drop. Another success for Portugal. And the official, don't know why he wants to talk to Vitlinski. Vitlinski just went with a forearm. If he didn't like what he sees, just call the foul, perhaps. Pluta will inbound and be available. Gets it back. Beats it through the air. Pluta wants, Pluta gets 10 on the possession. Steps back, leans back. Saar's so long, gets the block. Saar on the runway, will throw it down. 10-point game, 1:03 to go. Stranger things have happened. Coach Milicic finding out a lot about guys on the floor now. Foul on the players. Saar reaches too much. Pluta will go to the free throw line. This is the first. And way short with the second. Trinajevic won't be happy with his free throws. Polter will inbound. Pluter gets it off. Milicic waits for the flyby. Feet set, strokes the three. Igor Milicic is a big part of the future of this Polish national team. Still only 21. 2 meters 2. Great three-point stroke. There's around a 6-second differential between the game and the possession. Whistle on the play. Milicic will go to the free throw line. Two for two from the line. From Portugal, they're going to walk this off, or are they going to play it through? Lisboa has it. Goes inside off the glass for two, doesn't get the drop, but Delgado cleans up the mess. And that'll do it. Poland at home. Węglowice have gone 3-0 in the group. Will progress as the group winners. There's the confirmation. They get the 78-65 win, in control for pretty much most of the game. Slightly disappointing end to what's been a great tournament for Portugal. Big win over Hungary. Good performance against Bosnia, flat today. But the Portuguese program moves in the right direction. Lots of things to like about how Poland have played across these three games. And Coach Milicic, with one eye on the semi-final, was able to really get deep into his rotation as that game developed. So Poland go 3-0. Will play Estonia in the semi-final on Friday. 2 more wins and they will go to the Olympic qualifier. Here's the statistics. Portugal just never got going. 30 and 38% at the offensive end is just never going to be enough. 54 and 41 for Poland. 20 assists. This Polish team has really shared the ball across all 3 games. Pluter has grown in stature at the point. Ponitka has led this team in so many different ways. Balcerowski, solid again. And as we said, Milicic is going to be around for a very long time on this Polish national team. Recovering after their early World Cup qualifier exit. 2 more wins away from a place in the Olympic qualifiers. The fans will be back Friday. Let's take a look at the best place in that 4th quarter. Well, Pluter, this be harsh on him. He struggled a little bit at the end of the game to really avoid finding himself in bad positions against the Portuguese trying to trap him. But earlier on, through most of the 3 games, the more time he's got, the better he's looked. Balcerowski, well, we know all about Balcerowski. We found out he can really handle the ball tonight. Did a really nice job on the dribble. went both ways and was so much more controlled at the defensive end. You really don't have to say anything apart from Julius Ponica just did what Manis Ponica does. Offensively, defensively, off the ball, on the ball. He leads his relationship with Sokolovsky and Balsharovsky and Michalak in particular. Iskalski, a lot of time they've been on the floor together over the last few years. And then when you add Milicic, you add Pluta, and Poland have another few options of the highest caliber. Are they the team that got eliminated from the first round of the World Cup, or are they a team that was fourth in Eurobasket? Probably somewhere in between the two. But what they've done so far in this group is give themselves the chance to get to the Olympic qualifiers. Solid performance, absolutely solid performance. Milicic showed inside, outside. The UNC Charlotte student is looking at every inch the potential national team player for many years to come. Well, that's game one on game day 3 here in Poland in the books, and how it affects the books you're going to have a look at right now. That'll confirm that Poland will go as group winners. Straightforward situation now. Bosnia win, they'll be second and go forward. If Hungary win, they have to win by 9 to potentially get into that second spot. So that'll be at 9 o'clock local time in about an hour's time. We'll be back for that. Join us then. But for now, tremendous win by Poland. They keep the 100% record alive in Galica. Goodbye for now.
trzy drużyny turnieju prekwalifikacyjnego do Igrzysk Olimpijskich Paryż 2024, które zagrają w najlepszej czwórce w półfinałach. W piątek o godzinie 17:30 Polska zagra z Estonią, o godzinie 20:30 zagra Izrael versus, i tutaj przykrować, no właśnie, kto zmierzy się z Izraelem teoretycznie. Jeszcze trzy drużyny mają szansę na awans. I Bośnia-Hercegowina, i Węgry, i Portugalia. Jeśli Bośnia i Hercegowina wygra mecz z Węgrami, to oni zagrają z Izraelem. Jeśli wygrają Węgry, wtedy będziemy mieli trzy drużyny z bilansem jedna wygrana i dwie porażki i będziemy liczyć bilans punktów. W najkorzystniejszej sytuacji Bośnia i Hercegowina, w najtrudniejszej sytuacji Węgry, a sport różne scenariusze w swojej historii widział i napisał. Zobaczymy, jak będzie. Przed północą poznamy komplet półfinałowych turniej kwalifikacyjnego do Igrzysk.
Good evening, everybody. The final group game here of Group B, Hungary and Bosnia. Both teams still have a mathematical opportunity to make the semi-final. And also Portugal still have a mathematical chance to get second spot in this group. If Bosnia win, all that calculators and everything else, you can throw them away. They would be second place in the group, progress to the semi-finals. If Hungary win, it comes down to points difference, and there's a window still for Portugal to sneak into second place based upon a three-way tie with Hungary, Bosnia and Portugal on 1 win and 2 losses. We'll cover that if it looks like it's going to become a situation that we need to be aware of. Bosnia will not want that to happen as they look at the schedule. The nightcap game, 9 o'clock local time, after Portugal came up short against Poland, who went 3-0 with a 78-65 win earlier on this evening. That leaves us with this group table, and as you see, if Hungary win this, there'll be 3 teams on 1 win, 2 losses. Then it'll come down to the points difference between the 3 teams. And if Bosnia literally lose by 8 or less, they will be still in second place. Then there's a window between 8 and 16 for Portugal. And if Hungary win big, because they've got to try and overcome a 12-point loss to Portugal, then there's still an opportunity for Hungary to go into those semi-finals. Bosnia very, very disappointed after the game day 2 loss. Shot 35 three-pointers at 19%. And you can talk about all sorts of other things about that game. But 36 three-pointers at 19%. They took 10 more threes than they took twos. When they shot twos, they were shooting 72%. So a real issue in terms of the decisions they made in that game. Are they going to repeat them? Well, definition of insanity is if you carry on doing something that's not working and expecting a different result. So let's see how they deal with this Hungarian team that came here with aspirations to actually qualify, but have had some really difficult performances. Good game day 1 performance, almost beating Poland, but then they came up against an inspired Portuguese team. Let's talk about that some more after the national anthems of both countries. We'll be back to talk more after we've had those.
And now it's time for the national anthem of Hungary. Thank you very much.
Well, players exchange gifts at the halfway line, mementos of this game. We're going to look at the third team on the floor, the 3 officials. Here they are. Mr. Lucis, Mr. Lashchuk, and Adriana Chieka will take charge of this final game in group action here in Gliwice in southern Poland. Semi-finals Friday, final Sunday and one team will progress to the Olympic qualifiers from here, alongside the other Olympic qualifiers going on around the world at the moment. Check those out on the website and courtside app that you'll get a chance to see later. Here's the starting lineup for Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Luka Graza starts for the first time in the 3 games alongside Alexander Lazic, Musa and Atic with Nurkic. Those 3 have started every game. It's still the issue about how they combine and link the perimeter with this enormous strength they have on the inside for Coach Bekir, and they were not able to do it in the last game. The 36 threes and only 25 2 attempts. There was not enough inside touches at all, and it just did not function as a group. And that's what Hungary have got to do, but Hungary are coming here lacking confidence. The first game against Poland, they played well, they had a chance to win it, they came back, it was really close. And then against Portugal, a team they would expect to win, they just never got their rhythm going, and Portugal were inspired. Here's the starting lineup, and it's the same starting 5 that started the other 2 games, but they've got to get contributions off the bench. The inside has just got to be a little bit stronger and hold the middle, especially against a Bosnian team that is really stacked on the inside. Coach Ivkovic will understand that. He's obviously seen a small Portuguese team deal with that, but did they deal with it, or did Bosnia just shoot themselves out of contention in that game? Opportunity still there for Hungary to qualify. They won't worry about trying to win this game by 16 points when the ball is thrown up. That's something they don't need to worry about until later. The Tissot countdown to tip-off is here 1 minute before we get underway in the final group game. The opportunity to play a semi-final against Israel on Friday is at stake. And then you're only 2 games, a potential 2 games away from a spot in the Olympic qualification tournaments, which gives you the opportunity to play in Paris. Basketball, one of the biggest events in the Olympic calendar, unquestionably the biggest team sport in all sorts of measures, and it's one of those events that every basketball player will want